This is a short presentation about how the information community of classical music performers utilizes emerging technologies. On the left is an image of two students in Columbia University Library's Digital Music Lab, and on the right is an image of a person in the music department of Sorba Gyozo Public Library in Pécs, Hungary. In each photo, we see someone practicing the electric piano at a library, utilizing the old technology of the pianoforte in its newfangled digital version. These are examples of laboratories within libraries that are outfitted with equipment and software for music performers to practice, play, analyze, and experiment. Other makerspaces, such as the Los Angeles Library's Octavia Lab, offer state of the art technology like 3D printers and a virtual reality station, in addition to the music studio where lab members can record music and podcasts and edit films. Here are four types of technology that classical music performers use. The first one is makerspaces and laboratories. Alongside Columbia, Sorba Gyozo, and the Octavia Lab, I have listed the Laboratorium Musikbibliothek at Hamburg Buscherhallen. The Musikbibliothek has computer facilities with music making software and apps, and it also holds music and dance workshops and loans out musical instruments. Another technology that is emerging in the world of classical music performance is the idea of the digital concert hall, where performances are recorded and then made available in an on demand virtual library. Both the Berlin Philharmonic and the Metropolitan Opera were engaged in their respective digital initiatives before the onset of COVID 19. The Australia Digital Concert Hall, on the other hand, was formed at the outset of the pandemic with the aim of counteracting the loss of performance opportunities and other negative impacts among musicians in Australia. Here is an image from the homepage of the Berliner Philharmoniker Digital Concert Hall. This repository holds concerts, films, and interviews related to the Berlin Phil dating back to 1966. It is an exceptional collection of material unduplicated elsewhere that music libraries and individuals can access from anywhere in the world. YouTube is the next category, and it has been a game changer in the world of classical music information exchange because of its pervasiveness, expansiveness, versatility, and ease of use. For example, people in the classical music information community use YouTube to read music while listening to it, listen to music recordings, find musical examples for teaching purposes, enhance library services, publish compositions and performances, watch professional conference proceedings, promote musical and or professional activities, conduct research for course-related projects and for everyday life, practice and prepare for lessons and performances, and learn an instrument or instruments using instruction tutorial videos. Here is an image from the videos page of the Los Angeles-based composer George N. Giannopoulos. We can see that this composer makes and posts scrolling score videos regularly. The most recent one was uploaded only 10 hours ago. Giannopoulos has posted 2,600 videos to date and has accumulated over 16.5 million views. This channel is also a way for Giannopoulos to publish his own compositions. The playlist with original compositions contains 77 videos and has close to 10,000 views. The last category of technology is databases, repositories, and electronic resources. These are places that classical music performers can go online to find scores, recordings, and other music related information. Included here are the International Music Score Library Project, the Choral Public Domain Library, the Naxos Music Library, Grove Music Online, MusikWeb, Alexander Street Press Classical Music Library, DRAM, and Medici TV. Here is a collage of some of the different web pages of the resources I just mentioned. The International Music Score Library Project, for example, contains over 709,000 scores and over 78,500 recordings. Likewise, the Naxos Music Library holds over 178,000 discs, while Medici TV touts itself as the world's largest catalog of classical music videos. Grove Music Online is not a database of scores or recordings. Rather, it is the standard music reference work in English, whose digital version is now run by Oxford University. In 2001, the second edition of the New Grove Dictionary ran to 29 published volumes. Thereafter, it was digitized, and other reference works were added to the database, including multi-volume dictionaries on jazz, opera, women composers, American music, and musical instruments. To understand how the usage of these four types of technology have affected the information community of classical music performers, it's useful to return to the 5 characteristics of information communities laid out by Karen Fisher, Kenton Unruh, and Joan Durrance in their 2003 study entitled Information Communities, Characteristics Gleaned from Studies of 3 Online Networks. Information communities foster social connectedness, transcend barriers to information sharing, emphasize collaboration among diverse information providers, exploit the sharing qualities of technology, and form around people's information needs. In this graphic, we can now map the characteristics of information communities onto classical musicians' technological information behaviors. For example, makerspaces and digital concert halls foster social connectedness in specific ways. One of the major benefits of the Australian Digital Concert Hall during the pandemic was that it gave professional musicians a way of connecting with each other to perform, an essential and inherently social aspect of their identities as music performers. YouTube, to take another category, is a tool that transcends barriers, promotes collaboration, and exploits the sharing qualities of technology. As technologies emerge, and as emergent technologies of and as emergent uses of existing technologies develop, they have the ability to transform how people within an information community interact with the information around which their community has formed. One thing is certain: technological progress is inexorable. And because musicians seek information about a particularly multimedia object of study, technology will therefore continue to impact all aspects of their information pursuit, including technology related to instruments, practice, recordings, databases, composition, publishing, performing, research, and more. And thanks to all this technological progress, there has never been a more information-rich time than right now to be part of the information community of classical music performers.